Okay, looks like he's just working on a guard. Sure why I flagged this as having the door here. Okay, so that's not what we need. Let's have a look at this. Okay, that also doesn't look like there's anything there, but he's doing something else here. Basic dialogue. I'm not sure if it's dialogue with the player or with each other, the NPCs. So let's see what he's setting up here. Ah, okay, it's just a basic dialogue system. Not what we need. Okay. So I think we just need to fix this part here. So if it is end overlapping, we need to check if it's still overlapping another character. So let's see, can we get that somehow? Is it a branch here? So if this is links, equal to 1. Then we just close the door. Otherwise we leave the door open. Let's try that. Maybe this works. Maybe it's as simple as this. So if one of them opens the door, both of them walk through, and the last one that's leaving the box would then close it. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. Yeah. That's how it should work. Should work the same for these guys here. Because they also leave the house at the same time. It's basically the last one out of the door closes it. It's like just sit there. Okay, for some reason it didn't work here. She's still stuck. Okay, it worked for these two. I didn't really see it, but the door is closed. Okay, there was an issue here. Let's see. What happened here? Okay, for some reason it didn't work for those two. Because I think the distance between them was too much. So we might need to change the size of the box there. And now one of the bakers is stuck here as well, so it's not perfect yet. So look here. Okay, those are just those things we can ignore because we get those errors here. Because the doors try to get the hover item, but the player is not in here because we're just simulating. So let's see. Let's change the box extent here. I think let's try that. And it should completely ignore the player because the player doesn't matter in that regard. So let's see what happens here. Let's check here first. Yep. Worked for them. And worked for those. Good. Shouldn't move to the same location. Still need to fine-tune this a bit. Oh no, they are not. Okay, they are working to different locations. So this works, but I need to set up proper locations for them. Okay, now she's walking in here. Okay. That's an issue. For some reason, she left the door open. And this is also left open. Okay, so there are a few issues here. Quite sure why she walked back home. And why she left her door open. Okay, and here the distance wasn't big enough. So now he just walks back out. Okay, so this doesn't seem to work the way I wanted to. Because now they leave their door open. Which might be okay, but it's not what I want happening there. I mean, there's no one around to steal anything apart from the player. And that's the issue. Once the player's here and the doors are open, you can just walk in. Okay, not sure why this guy's no longer moving, but he is. But I mean, okay, it's working in that regard that they are not getting stuck completely to begin with, so that's a good thing, I think, but there are still some issues. So let's see. What's this here? Oh, this is a forester. Waypoints. Let's do something here. Okay, removed all the trees, but there should be some trees here. Let's throw those in. Let's make this a bit smaller. few small trees here for the orchard. Some of them are not in the right spot. And let's get more trees here. Low poly forest, trees. Oh, no. Undo those and move that in here. Okay. Those are a bit small. Let's change this. Let's first undo that. Set those. Landscape layers. Let's set this to grass, dirt. Let's see if that works. And then scaling, let's push this to 2 up to 5. Makes them a bit bigger. Density maybe 10. Okay. No, let's not align that to normal. Oh, I see. So it doesn't paint on grass, but it paints on dirt because I set this way. That's not what I want. Okay, let's change this. This needs to be base. Nope. It's not doing that. Okay, that's a bit too much. Let's remove those. Let's change the density here to maybe 1. Let's not use those. Let's replace them with this one. Okay, no, now they are too big. Damn it. I'd like them to be bigger, but now they're too big. Let's see I do want to scale. Scale them 0.5, 0.5 to 1.5. And undo that. Not align to normal. trees here as well. Maybe some trees there, but still need to remove them from the rock layer there. Okay, for instance, this here shouldn't happen. But I think that's something I can set up. Yeah, I think that's something that's in here. Let's see, we want block all dynamic. Let's do this. And mobility statics, okay. And this is one of those trees that I definitely want to avoid, because it's floating and it's growing on rock. Both things that I don't want with these normal trees here. If I want to have a tree that grows on rocks, then it should have proper, what's the word? Roots. Proper roots, modeled out roots that you can see, that are clinging to the rock around it, kind of. So this shouldn't be the case here. Another issue with these is that some of them, yeah, these here we can look into, which is not good because it looks a bit strange. I want to avoid stuff like that. I mean, I find things like that in games all the time, but I still try to avoid them in my stuff, so I'd really an issue, but said I like to be a bit more thorough than that. No, let's remove that one. Let me check. But I think it's not on my end, but some issues with either my service provider or on Twitch's end. So I'm not 100% sure where the issue is. Oh, damn it. I mean, there is something going on in the background that's causing issues here. Let me check that. Yeah, OBS is showing me strange data, and it looks... Oh, no, OBS is crashed.